hit 6, but I stayed longer. Blue light living in my eyes. Office emptied one by one, like everybody had a life. I walked home with tired shoulders. Convenience store, neon glow. Bought one can without thinking. Same coat, silver, same old road. One beer after work, quiet kitchen, lonely chair. Tiny crack when I open it, like the day escaping air. One beer after work, no big party, no loud friends, just the fridge hum and the city breathing through the window screen. Tie still hanging by the doorway, shoes kicked somewhere near the hall. Microwave light on my dinner, TV talking to the wall. I checked my phone out of habit. No new message waiting there. Funny how adult life slowly turns into surviving days. One beer after work, cold against my tired hand. Some people drink to celebrate, I drink just to softly land. Rain was sliding down the balcony, traffic painting red below. People laughing under umbrellas, heading somewhere warm to go. I used to think life would feel bigger by the time that I got here. Now the quiet feels expensive and the night's too long to hear. One beer after work, trumpet low and piano slow. Brush drums moving like exhaustion, only workers seem to know. Second sip and shoulders loosened, not happy, just less tight. Sometimes peace is simply making it home alone another night. One beer after work, still tomorrow comes too fast. But tonight this little jazz song lets me put the whole day down at last. Kitchen light, a little yellow, shoes still scattered by the door. Rainwater drying on my jacket, He's asleep beside the bowl. Quiet kitchen, cold beer. Chair across from me stays clean. Microwave turns in slow circles, like this tired evening scene. The sink held plates from 2 days earlier. I said I'd wash them yesterday. Now they sit there like reminders how life slips in little ways. Quiet kitchen, cold beer, tiny fizz against the can. Some nights this is all the comfort that fits inside your hands. TV glow without attention, city noise beyond the glass. Someone laughed outside downstairs, then disappeared into the dark. I loosened up my wrinkled collar, rubbed the pressure from my eyes. Funny how the body carries everything the mouth denies. Quiet kitchen, cold beer, no one asking how it went, no one hearing office stories that I never would have said. Steam rose softly from the ramen, window blurred in silver rain. I watched droplets race each other like they had somewhere to be. I thought adulthood would feel warmer, more complete and more alive. Not this strange and quiet balance, just surviving 9 to 5. Quiet kitchen, cold beer, trumpet low and lights turn dim. Brush drums moving like slow breathing, pulling stress out from my skin. Second can stayed in the fridge untouched. One was enough for tonight. I'm not trying to forget my life, just trying to set it down a while. Quiet kitchen, cold beer, and this jazz beside the rain. Sometimes healing isn't happiness, just a softer kind of pain. Tuesday night, drinking alone. Not even the weekend yet. Still I stopped by the corner store, like my body knew the route. Office lights stayed in my vision, even after stepping out. elevator mirror showed me someone older than last month. Tuesday night, drinking alone. Tiny table, wrinkled shirt, laptop bag beside the sofa. Whole apartment smelling tired. I poured the beer into a glass just to make it feel less rough. Watch the foam rise for a moment, then disappear like other stuff. Tuesday night, drinking alone. Window cracked to let rain in. Traffic sounds and distant sirens mixing with the trumpet skin. No one called to ask for dinner. No one texted, how's your day? Funny how adulthood slowly teaches silence how to stay. The microwave hummed beside me. Convenience store pasta spun. TV flickered without meaning. I kept staring anyway. Tuesday night, drinking alone. Brush drums softer than my thoughts. Piano walking through the kitchen like it knew where sadness sat. I remembered university, crowded nights and louder laughs. Thought by now I'd have somebody waiting somewhere in the dark. Instead I learned the art of coping. Little rituals after work. Cold beer, dim lights, slow jazz playing till the pressure starts to blur. Tuesday night, drinking alone. Second sip and shoulders dropped. Not because life became better, just because the day finally stopped. Rain kept sliding down the balcony. Midnight leaned against the room. I sat still and let the music carry what I couldn't move. Tuesday night, drinking alone. Still tomorrow comes at 8. But tonight, this quiet sadness gets to breathe before it breaks. Nobody to talk to after work, so I spoke to the kettle steam, to the sound of pouring noodles, to the late night baseball scream. The office emptied around 6:30, chairs pushed in, computers black. Everyone leaving towards someone. I just followed the subway tracks. Nobody to talk to after work. Phone quiet in my coat. Only emails from the morning still floating like little ghosts. I loosened my tie by the elevator, watched my reflection lose its shape. Funny how exhaustion slowly pulls the person from your face. Nobody to talk to after work, so the apartment heard it all. Every sigh and every footstep, every can against the wall. Rain had started near the station. People rushed beneath umbrellas, couples sharing tiny conversations. I shared silence with myself. I heated rice and sat beside it, scrolling news I wouldn't read. Sometimes loneliness looks simple, just a room and what you need. Nobody to talk to after work, trumpet low and lights turn warm, brush drums moving like tired breathing, keeping fragile evenings calm. I almost called an old friend, then decided it was late. Not because they wouldn't answer, just because I feared the space. The TV talked to fill the kitchen, window fogged from boiling soup. Outside taxis crossed the puddles, inside time moved without proof. Nobody to talk to after work, still I made it through again. Some nights strength is simply sitting with the quiet till it bends. Piano floated through the midnight, soft enough to hold the day. And for a little while the music sounded like somebody stayed. The can open too loud tonight, sharp against the quiet room. Tiny silver burst of noise echoed farther than it should. I froze for just a second, like somebody might complain, then remembered no one's here now, just the window and the rain. The can open too loud tonight, foam rising in the kitchen light, microwave clock blinking midnight, TV glowing soft and white. Funny how an empty drop near the doorway. Shoes drag lightly on the ground. I sat down by the balcony, cold can resting in my hand. Traffic moving slow below me like another distant planet. The can open too loud tonight. Trumpet low and curtains blue. Brush drums sweeping through the silence, like they noticed it there too. I thought about the younger version of the man I thought I'd be. Certain life would turn out louder, full of friends and company. Now the loudest thing at midnight is aluminum and rain, and the hum of tired appliances working harder than my brain. The can open too loud tonight, so I drank a little slow, watched reflections on the window fade beneath the neon glow. No dramatic sadness happened, no great heartbreak to explain, just the weight of ordinary days stacking quietly again. I checked my phone around 11. No new messages appeared. Still I left it face up, glowing like a small electric prayer. The can open too loud tonight. Piano soft against the dark. Some nights loneliness arrives and sounds too small for words to mark. Rain kept tapping on the railing, city breathing underneath. I sat still and let the jazz carry what I couldn't speak. Rain on the convenience store window, neon trembling on the glass. Midnight snacks and tired workers watching strangers slowly pass. I stood there holding instant noodles, cold beer sweating in my hand. Yellow lights above the aisles made the whole world feel unmanned. Rain on the convenience store window, tiny rivers racing down. taxi lights and wet umbrellas blurring softly through the town. The cashier barely looked up, just scanned another lonely night. Plastic bag and quiet breathing under fluorescent white. I almost bought 2 cans from habit, like somebody might come through. Then remembered there's nobody waiting back inside my little room. Rain on the convenience store window, trumpet somewhere in my head, brush drums moving with the traffic, piano soft as unread texts. Office workers filled the corner, loosened ties and lowered eyes, everyone pretending not to notice how exhausted everyone looked tonight. I took the long way walking homeward just to hear the rain a while, shoes soaking through near the crosswalk, streetlights stretching every mile. Rain on the convenience store window still followed me upstairs, dripping softly from my jacket onto lonely kitchen chairs. Microwave light turned in circles, beer cracked open near the sink, TV speaking to nobody, same as every night this week. Funny how the city stays awake even when your heart shuts down. Somewhere people laugh in warm bars, somewhere music fills the crowd. Rain on the convenience store window, and this jazz beside the rain. Some nights healing looks this simple, just surviving through the strain. I sat down and let the trumpet carry all I couldn't say, while the city blurred outside me, and another day drained away. Microwave dinner for one, plastic tray and tired eyes, kitchen glowing after midnight, like a place that forgot time. The table only needed one plate, one fork resting near the glass. Funny how a quiet apartment makes small details hit too fast. Microwave dinner for one, soft machine turning in blue, outside traffic moving somewhere, Inside nothing really moved. I stood waiting through the beeping, reading labels I knew well, calories and heating minutes, tiny things that fill the hell. Office shirt still slightly wrinkled, laptop bag beside the chair, phone asleep beside the napkins, no missed calls waiting there. Microwave dinner for one, steam rising against my face. Some nights adulthood feels exactly like surviving in one place. TV flickered in the background, laugh tracks leaking through the room, people scripted into closeness while I listened with my spoon. Rain had stopped around 11, window holding city light, taxi colors sliding slowly across the counter through the night. Microwave dinner for one, trumpet low and piano warm, brush strums softer than my heartbeat, keeping lonely evenings calm. I remembered family dinners, noise and crowded talking hands. Never thought I'd someday miss the things I used to barely stand. Now the silence feels expensive, like it costs too much to keep. So I let this slow jazz linger till the room felt less asleep. Microwave dinner for one, cold beer halfway to gone, another ordinary evening quietly surviving on. Piano drifted through the kitchen, rain smells still inside the air. And for a little while the music almost felt like someone there. Last train home again, window shaking in the dark, rows of tired silent faces holding paper cups and hearts. The subway lights kept flickering, stations passing one by one. Everyone looked halfway missing, like the day had come undone. Last train home again, suit still wrinkled from the rain, almost dying, mind repeating everything. A woman sleeping near the doorway, someone scrolling endlessly, someone drinking canned coffee, like survival next to me. I watched my reflection wobble, black glass mixed with tunnel light. Funny how the city carries so many lonely people home at night. Last train home again, trumpet low inside my ears, brush drums moving with the rail sounds, piano softer than my fears, announcements blurred into echoes, doors slid open, closed once more. People disappeared at stations till there weren't that many anymore. I checked my phone near home gate, nothing waiting there again, just tomorrow's alarm glowing like another quiet sentence. Last train home again, rain still resting on my sleeves, convenience store bags beside me, holding dinner for the week. I used to think nights meant excitement, friends and neon crowded bars. Now they mostly mean exhaustion, an apartment hallway dark. The train slowed near my station, blue light pooling on the floor. I stood up with heavy footsteps, same as every night before. Last train home again, yet this jazz stayed warm somehow, trumpet carrying through the silence like a hand against my brow. Escalators hung beneath me, streetlights trembling after rain. I walked home beside the city, trying not to feel the same. Convenience store beer at midnight, cold can sweating in my hand, yellow neon buzzing softly, overtired ramen stands, rainwater shining on the sidewalk, taxi lights across the street, someone laughing near the crosswalk, someone rushing home to sleep. Convenience store beer at midnight, tiny comfort, silver cold, plastic bag against my fingers, like a story getting old. The cashier didn't say much, just scanned another lonely meal. Microwave humming in the corner, like it understood the deal. Office workers filled the tables, half awake beneath white light. Everyone pretending scrolling was enough to pass the night. Convenience store beer at midnight, trumpet low inside my head, brush drums moving with the rainfall, piano soft as unread texts. I lean near the fogged up window, watch the buses drifting slow. Funny how the city sparkles most when you feel nowhere to go. I thought about just walking longer, missing home another hour, because silence waits upstairs like a room without power. Still I took the elevator, keys asleep inside my coat. Hallway lights buzzed faintly yellow, every sound a quiet note. Convenience store beer at midnight, open softly near the sink. TV glowing without purpose, same as every night this week. No dramatic heartbreak happened, no great tragedy to say, just exhaustion wearing loneliness in an ordinary way. Convenience store beer at midnight, and this jazz beside the rain. Some nights music is the only thing that keeps the dark from feeling plain. Too tired to call anyone, phone resting near the lamp, name sleeping in the contact list, like doors I couldn't open tonight. The room still smelled like rainwater, jacket hanging by the chair, microwave clock blinking softly, as if time was barely there. Too tired to call anyone, not because I don't care, just the weight of speaking honestly feels too heavy after work. I thought about an old friend briefly. Thumb paused over their name. Then the silence in my chest made me put the phone away again. Too tired to call anyone. Trumpet low and curtains blue. Brush drum softer than breathing. Piano carrying the room. There are days you spend pretending, smiling through fluorescent halls, answering emails, nodding politely, till no real voice survives it all. So by the time the night arrives, even comfort feels like work, and loneliness becomes familiar, like a shadow near the sink. Too tired to call anyone. Beer half finished by the couch. TV flickering without meaning. Same tired channels, same dim house. Outside, taxis cross the puddles. People drifted under signs. Somewhere laughter filled the restaurant. Somewhere people still felt alive. I sat still and listened longer to the rain against the rail. Funny how soft city noises can feel kinder than yourself. Too tired to call anyone, yet this jazz stayed close somehow. Trumpet warming up the silence, like a hand against my brow. Midnight settled through the window. Alarm already set for 8. I closed my eyes beside the music and let another long day fade. Neon reflections on wet streets, red and blue beneath my shoes. Rain had washed the whole city softly into blurred and lonely hues. I walked slower than I needed, hands still cold from holding cans. Every puddle carried fragments of convenience stores and signs. Neon reflections on wet streets, taxi lights like drifting ghosts. People moving under umbrellas toward the ones they needed most. The crosswalk beeped into the silence. Steam rose from the subway grate. Somewhere someone laughed too loudly for this quiet hour and place. low and distant, warm brush drums moving with the traffic, piano soft as after storms. Office towers stood like mirrors, holding windows full of light. Thousands staying late together, still somehow alone at night. I checked my phone beneath the awning, no new message waiting there, only weather notifications and tomorrow's meeting schedule. Funny how a city sparkles most when your heart feels worn thin. Every sign glows twice as brightly when there's nothing glowing in you. Neon reflections on wet streets, beer still cold inside the bag, rainwater dripping from my sleeves like the weight I couldn't drag. I passed restaurants full of voices, steam and laughter through the glass. For a second I imagined walking in and staying there, but I kept following the sidewalk toward the apartment and the dark. Some nights loneliness feels exactly like a long familiar walk. Neon reflections on wet streets, and this jazz beside the rain. Somehow beauty and exhaustion always seem to meet this way. The apartment felt smaller tonight, ceiling lower than before. Every little sound kept bouncing from the kitchen to the door. Rain had stopped an hour earlier, still the air remained too still. Window holding blurred reflections of a city wide awake. Somewhere the apartment felt smaller tonight. Beer can resting near the sink, TV talking without meaning, same old voices, same old things. I walk circles through the hallway, past the laundry, past the chair. Funny how a room can tighten when there's nobody else there. Office stress still on my shoulders, tie hanging beside the lamp, microwave clock glowing midnight like a tired little camp. The apartment felt smaller tonight, trumpet low and curtains blue, brush drum softer than breathing, piano pulling shadows through. I thought maybe I should call someone, then stared too long at names. Some friendships fade without a reason, just repetition and delayed replies. The fridge hummed like distant traffic. Floorboards answered every step. Loneliness is rarely dramatic, mostly just accumulated quiet. I opened up the balcony, cold air moving through the room. Taxi lights below kept drifting like thoughts I couldn't hold on to. The apartment felt smaller tonight, as if walls could hear me think. Every memory sounded louder, every silence settled deep. I sat down beside the window, watched my reflection in the glass. Older than I felt inside me, tired in a careful way. The trumpet lingered through the midnight, piano warm against the rain smell. And for a little while the music made the room feel wide again. The apartment felt smaller tonight. Still tomorrow I'll come home, unlock the same tired doorway, and slowly make peace with being alone. I fell asleep with the TV on, blue light flickering through the dark. Some late night rerun talking softly to an empty apartment heart. The couch still smelled like rainwater. Beer can resting on the floor. Microwave clock blinking numbers, same as every night before. I fell asleep with the TV on, not because I like the show, just because the human voices made the silence loosen slow. Office shoes beside the table, laptop bag against the chair, whole room holding tiredness like dust hanging in the air. Outside taxis cross the wet streets, neon trembling on the glass. Someone somewhere still awake tonight, somewhere people not alone at last. I fell asleep with the TV on, Brush drums softer than breathing, piano flowing underneath. I remember when nights felt louder, friends and laughter after work. Now the loudest thing at midnight is the air conditioner's hum. Funny how adulthood changes, not with tragedy or pain, just small habits built from loneliness, repeated quietly again. I fell asleep with the TV on, remote somewhere near my hand. Half a drama, half exhaustion, half a life I didn't plan. Rain began again near morning, tiny tapping by the rail. I woke briefly in the blue light, too tired to fully fail. The screen still flickered in the darkness, faces moving without me. So I closed my eyes beside them and let the jazz finish the week. I fell asleep with the TV on, and maybe that's enough tonight. Some days comfort looks exactly like a little borrowed light. Rain outside the balcony door, silver lines against the night, streetlights melting in the puddles, soft and blurry in my sight. I stood there holding half a beer, cold against my tired hand. Office stress still on my shoulders, like a weight I couldn't stand. Rain outside the balcony door, trumpet low and the city blue, brush drums moving with the weather, piano carrying me through. The apartment smelled like ramen, laundry soap and evening rain, TV glowing in the background, trying softly to explain. Cars below moved slow through water, red lights drifting through the dark. Everyone returning somewhere, while I listen from afar. Rain outside the balcony door, funny how the quiet weather knows exactly when you fail. I check my phone without a reason, no new message there again, only tomorrow's alarm waiting like another tired friend. I used to think life would get clearer by the time I reached this age. Now it mostly feels like coping. One long ordinary stage. Rain outside the balcony door brushes softer than my thoughts. Trumpet warm as distant memory. Piano saying nothing's lost. I sat down beside the window, watched reflections on the glass. Some nights loneliness feels lighter when the whole city looks sad. Beer went warm beside the coaster, midnight leaning through the room. Still the jazz stayed patient with me, like a light that wouldn't move. Rain outside the balcony door, and this slow song in my chest. Sometimes healing is just making it quietly through all the stress. Another long day in Seoul, subway doors and neon rain, coffee stains on office papers, same gray building, same tired face. Morning started before sunrise, convenience store, coffee steam, people standing half awake together, like parts inside a larger machine. Another long day in Seoul, traffic humming through my head, phone alarms and elevator chimes following me home to bed. Lunch disappeared beside the keyboard, messages stacked without end. Everyone moving so quickly, no one asking how you've been. I watched the Han River briefly from the taxi after dark. City lights upon the water like 1,000 broken hearts. Another long day in Seoul, trumpet low and midnight blue, brush drums softer than exhaustion, piano carrying me through. Rainwater resting on my jacket, apartment waiting still and dim, microwave light against the kitchen like a tired lighthouse beam. I thought success would feel warmer by the time I reached this age. Now most nights just feel like surviving, quiet pressure day by day. Another long day in Seoul, beer open near the sink, TV glowing without meaning, same as every night this week. Outside somewhere, people laughing, restaurants alive till 2. Inside me, the same old silence growing gently with the room. Still the jazz stay patient with me, like a friend who knows the trumpet wrapping around the midnight till the stress began to fade. Another long day in Seoul, and tomorrow comes again. But tonight this rain and music, let me breathe before then. Beer foam and city lights, midnight resting on the glass, tiny bubbles disappearing like another weekday passed. The balcony door stayed half open, rain smell drifting through the room, traffic glowing far below me, red and white beneath the gloom. Beer foam and city lights, trumpet low and curtains blue, brush drums softer than breathing, piano pulling me through. Office badge beside the coaster, laptop sleeping near the chair, whole apartment full of silence and the weight I couldn't share. I poured slower than I needed, watched the foam rise then collapse. Funny how the smallest moments can resemble where you're at. Beer foam and city lights, phone still quiet near the sink, only weather notifications and old chats I shouldn't read. Somewhere people still together, late night barbecue and drinks. Somewhere laughter fills the sidewalks, while I stand here lost in thought. I used to think nights meant adventure, music loud and crowded trains. Now they mostly mean recovery from surviving through the day. Beer foam and city lights, rain beginning once again, tiny silver lines on windows like thoughts running through my brain. The trumpet sounded almost human, warm against the cooling room, piano resting near the silence like it understood the mood. I leaned longer on the railing, watching taxis blur below, city shining at its brightest when you feel nowhere to go. Beer foam and city lights, and this jazz beside the rain. Sometimes peace is simply sitting still till the heart slows down again. The office never really leaves, even after subway rides, even after shoes come off and rain dries from outside. Emails still inside my breathing, deadlines resting in my chest, conversations from the meeting room following me home to rest. The office never really leaves, kitchen light and tired eyes, microwave turning slowly while tomorrow fills my mind. I open one cold beer carefully, like a ritual after war. Tiny crack against the silence echoed through the apartment floor. Trumpet low beside the window, brush drum softer than fatigue, piano moving through the darkness like it knew what stress could mean. The office never really leaves, laptop sleeping near the couch, phone still glowing with notifications. Even now it reaches out. I thought adulthood meant freedom, not this endless mental noise, not carrying fluorescent hallways into every quiet night. Rain slid down the balcony railing, taxi lights beneath the clouds. Somewhere people still at dinner, somewhere people laughing loud. The office never really leaves, still this jazz makes breathing slow, warm enough to hold the pressure till the sharpest edges go. Briefly in the darkened window glass, older than I thought I'd look now, more exhausted than the past. Beer foam faded near the coaster, TV murmured low and blue, whole apartment full of silence except this song moving through. The office never really leaves, but tonight I let it fade. Trumpet carrying through the midnight, till the heavy feeling changed. Tomorrow morning comes too quickly, alarm waiting near the bed. Still for now the rain and music help me loosen from my head. Midnight convenience store lights buzzing softly in the rain, yellow glowing through the windows, like they never sleep the same. I walk there after midnight, hands inside my coat for warmth. City quieter than usual, still too loud inside my thoughts. Midnight convenience store lights, trumpet low inside my head, brush drums moving with the rainfall, piano softest things unsaid. Office workers near the ramen, half awake beneath white glow. Someone staring at their phone screen like they didn't want to go home. The cashier looked exhausted, same as every night before, scanning beers and instant dinners for the lonely after 4. Midnight convenience store lights, silver cans against the cold, plastic baskets steamed up windows, stories nobody ever told. I almost bought cigarettes again, even though I said I quit. Funny how tiredness and loneliness make old habits start to fit. Outside taxis cross the puddles, neon trembling on wet streets, couples sharing small umbrellas while the rain soaked through my sleeves. Midnight convenience starlights and this jazz beside the rain. Some nights comfort feels exactly like surviving through the strain. I carried one cold beer homeward, listening to the city breathe. Apartment waiting in the distance, same old silence under me. Still the trumpet sounded warmer than the voices in my phone, piano filling up the spaces that exhaustion leaves alone. Midnight convenience store lights slowly fading down the block as I rode the elevator upward toward another sleepless thought. No plans after payday, salary resting in the bank. Still I walked home through the rain, like every other Friday night. I used to think more money would somehow change the shape of life. Make the evenings feel less empty. Make the weekends feel alive. No plans after payday. Cold beer waiting near the sink. Phone still quiet on the counter. Same old thoughts I shouldn't think. Office people filled the restaurants. Laughter spilling through the glass. Reservations, crowded tables. Everyone belonging fast. I almost stepped inside somewhere, then kept walking past the noise. Funny how loneliness gets heavier in places full of joy. No plans after payday. Trumpet low in midnight blue. Brush drums softer than exhaustion. Piano carrying me through. Convenience store bag beside me. Microwave light in the dark. Whole apartment still and careful, like it knew my tired heart. Rainwater slipped from my jacket onto floors already clean. Some nights adulthood feels exactly like surviving in between. I checked shopping apps for no reason. Scrolled through things I didn't need. Trying briefly to replace what no purchase ever heals. No plans after payday. Still tomorrow comes the same. Laundry, subway, coffee mornings. Quiet pressure without name. Yet the jazz stayed warm beside me, like a hand upon my back. Trumpets circling through the midnight, till the tension loosens slack. No plans after payday. And maybe that's alright tonight. Some days peace is simply making it home alone beneath the light. Tomorrow starts too early again. Alarm waiting near the bed. Blue numbers glowing in the darkness, like thoughts inside my head. The beer went warm beside the coaster. Rain slowed softly on the rail. TV finally stopped talking. Still the silence stayed awake. Tomorrow starts too early again. Trumpet low and midnight thin. Brush drums softer than breathing. Piano settling deep within. Office clothes hung by the doorway. Laptop sleeping near the chair. Whole apartment holding traces of another day spent there. I brushed my teeth beside the mirror, barely looking at my face. Funny how exhaustion changes, not your body, but your gaze. Tomorrow starts too early again. Subway lights and coffee steam. Meetings stretching through the morning. Quiet pressure underneath. I used to think life moved towards something, some clear answer, some reward. Now it mostly feels like learning how to carry being worn. Rainwater shimmered on the balcony. City lights below the glass. Somewhere people still together. Somewhere nights still moving fast. Tomorrow starts too early again. Yet this jazz slowed down the room. Trumpet warm against the darkness, like a tired but faithful moon. I check my phone one final time. No new message waiting there. Still I left the sound turned upward, like somebody might still care. Then I turned the kitchen light off, walked slowly toward the bed. Let the piano hold the silence till the anxious thoughts had fled. Tomorrow starts too early again, but tonight I made it through. And sometimes that's enough surviving for a heart this tired and blue.